Our darling son had turned off the switches for the fridge and the freezer. At least, it's got to have been at least 2 days ago. Good morning, everyone. Oh dear.
Wobbles.
A little bit wobbly. This isn't a very good angle. I feel like it's moved. Anyway, good morning, everyone. I also want to go look in there. It's Monday. And we've just realised that the cupboard above our tumble dryer is making all of our bread wet. So we've got to go out and get some bready items, some crumpets and some bitter breads and things of that nature, and some milk, because we don't have any milk either. And that is the fun of Monday morning. And then we've got to swing by Liam's mum's house because he left his mouse there to do some work, because he can't do any work without it. Well, he could, but it proves very difficult. So that is the plan for the day. And it's not as cold as it has been. And we haven't had any snow in Crewe. Everywhere else has, but we haven't.
Never get snow.
Boo.
It's pretty rare that we actually get proper snow.
I remember probably the year before we moved away from Crewe, or the year we moved away from Crewe, we had snow, because I had to drive home from work in it. And it was the first time I'd ever driven in snow. And that was quite fun. Especially in a little banger of a Renault Clio that I had at the time. But, yeah. I really do want proper snow, because Scout, as much as Scout saw snow last year in Chatham, it wasn't proper snow. Like, it wasn't full on, like, inches of snow. And he was too young to even realise, really. Really?
Of course.
Of course, of course. We need a little camera in the back to film Scout, so it can, like, go between, like, us and him for when he's talking, for when he's being grumpy. I think that would be good. I think we should get, like, a GoPro or something and stick it in the back. I think that's a good idea. Ted! The grumpy little one right now, because we just stopped at Home Bargains and Mummy ran in and got the things that she needed to get, and we've just stopped at Grammy's house, but we're not getting out. Yeah, because Grammy's still sleepy. Yeah, Grammy's still sleepy. And Grammy's. Oh dear. Was that a little snort? Did you just do a little snort? Oh, where's Scout? Is that Scout? Do you see him? Yeah, Auntie Ali's in there too. Oh dear. Oh dear, it's a silly face. Daddy's just gone to get his mouse.
A mouse?
His mouse, yes.
Mouse?
Can you see the doggies?
Doggy?
Who is it? Is it Louie?
Oh.
And Goby? Is it? Yeah, he's over there. There's Daddy. Oh dear. Oh, is that because you're not going in and Daddy's coming out? Oh no. He does love his Grammy's house. Oh, he's okay, kiddo.
Because we're not getting out.
Yeah. Whole time I needed to buy a blender because I have a butternut squash and I wanted to make a soup, but we had no way to blitz it, so we bought one of these that was only £10, which was a pretty good deal. We ended up getting some bean sprouts, mushrooms. I want to get a spiralizer in the future, but for now getting the pre-made stuff is good. So I got some courgette spaghetti, some blueberries, this Violife cheese, because I've tried the Tesco's own vegan cheese and it is soy based, so it's a little bit gritty. I'm hoping this will be a little bit nicer, maybe, not so gritty in texture. Some vegetable couscous, some carrot, oh no, it's not carrot, it's butternut squash, boo, but it's okay, I like butternut squash. Raspberries, strawberries, avocados, cherry tomatoes, iceberg lettuce, grapes, cucumber, apples, and then I ended up getting some crumpets and some potato cakes, which I can eat both of. Liam picked up some Caesar dressing, got some Nurofen for Scout in case his teeth start to get irritating. And then in the freezer section, Liam got the corn chicken pieces. Unfortunately, Tesco's don't sell the vegan ones, so I'm going to have to order those online or go to Asda, because Asda sells the vegan corn. Got some Glamorgan style sausages for Scout, which are vegetarian sausages, but then they have cheese in them, so that makes it non-vegan. But Scout can eat those. Also got some vegetable fingers, which I can eat. Clearly says vegan, impressed. I managed to find some mince, which is made with soya, so meat free, and there is nothing in the back that I can see that I can't have, so I shall be making a bolognese or a lasagna or something out of that. Then picked up these crispy potatoes and Mediterranean vegetables, because I thought that looked delicious. And these Linda McCartney mushroom and spinach burgers, because these are vegan and I can eat those. And then milk for Liam, milk for me. I ended up getting the Tesco's Everyday Value soy milk instead of the actual Alpro soy milk, so I'm interested to see how it differs. I also got some Coconut Dream because I like this for hot chocolates. Some squash because we all drink squash. And then we got this bread because normally we get the Warburton seeded loaf, but they only sell the little ones in Tesco's. And then I bought the Vegan Life magazine because I've heard about it and I figured I would give it a read. And then from Home Bargains I ended up getting these because they end up being a little bit cheaper in Home Bargains, and all of ours have run out. Some of these for the toilet, and these, which I thought looked really similar to the Bath and Body Works candles that you get in the US. So 3 wicks, smell really nice. They had a few other scents and they were $1.99 each, so if you like your candles, go get yourself a bargain. And now we've got to put it all away. Why are you making... Well, ooh. Anyway, gonna put all this stuff away now and then make a cup of tea because it's actually lunchtime, so lunch is something that is going to be made. So I'm just sat here catching up on some editing because I haven't actually edited the vlog that is going up today. So last week's vlog, the last vlog I actually filmed before this one. But we put Scout down at 2, bearing in mind like he was super crabby this morning and he didn't want to lie in bed, so we unplugged everything because he's taken to like playing with plug switches. So we've put plug protectors on in his bedroom, and we've made sure that he cannot get them off because otherwise he would put his fingers in those plugs. Don't trust the plugs at all. But we did that and then closed the door, just let him play. He went quiet and I went in to check on him and he was falling asleep on his chair. His room looks like an absolute bomb has hit it, and I'll show you guys when he wakes up. But I picked him up off his chair and he went, "Oh, Adobe." He'd lost his dummy, so I picked him up. Liam got him a new dummy and we put him in his bed and he went straight back to sleep. So that seemed to work. I mean, it's not ideal, especially the mess he's made, but maybe he'll finally realise that, you know, when you go to bed, it's bedtime. So it's now 10 to 4. I made a vegan banana bread and it tasted great, apart from the fact that I followed the recipe and it had way too much like baking powder in it. It just made your tongue tingle. It was not good. Like the initial flavour was nice, but the aftertaste of the baking powder was not. So that's gone, well, it'll have to go straight in the bin. It's actually downstairs. So I'm just editing. My ear, this one, which is actually my good ear that I had pierced, because you guys should know that I had my ears pierced at the beginning of December. This is the one that I thought I would have trouble with because it was always the really sore one. And this one is kind of scarred funny on the back of my ear, and gone quite hard. This one I thought was totally fine, and I just so happened to do this and there was like gunk on my finger, so I was like, oh, my ears like needs cleaning or something. And then blood, so I now have like a big like blood blister on the back of my ear by the earring. So I don't know whether it's getting infected or I don't know, but I've just popped some Sudocrem on it because it's the only sort of antiseptic stuff I have, so hopefully it kind of clears up. But I'll have to go and get some antiseptic wipes to make sure that I keep any infection out. and, you know, draw out any infection that's there already. So fingers crossed it doesn't turn into anything yucky. But I don't think I'll be getting any more of my ears, parts of my ears pierced. I was going to, but these ones have just caused me so much hassle. I thought, screw it, I've never had any problems with my other 2 holes, and then these 3rd holes have just totally done me in. So I'm just going to try and get this vlog uploaded for tonight, and then I'll probably make a start on this vlog while Scout's sleeping, because there's no point me starting something brand new, because by the time I start getting into something else, he'll wake up. So that's the plan. Okay, so we've just had a very daunting realisation when I went to get a beer from the fridge. Realised it wasn't cold, these fridges in the corner. Our darling son had turned off the switches for the fridge and the freezer. At least, it's got to have been at least 2 days ago. Which means the chicken breasts that were in there, there's got to be at least 12 chicken breasts in there. Beef, chicken goujons, all of my vegan stuff. Well, maybe not all of it, but like my chicken pieces and my Linda McCartney sausages and my sausage plats. And the vegetables that were in there were peas and green beans and everything else were in there, all defrosted. Which means we've now got to cook what we can save tonight. Anything that's like, I mean, obviously it's been defrosted really slowly in a very cold freezer, but everything's soggy, like all the boxes are soggy. This is not good, because Liam's the only one that'll eat it as well, so we've got to figure out like ways to cook it that he'll be able to eat it in the next few days, obviously, because I really don't want to eat it just for the sake of helping him out. But now I've got to go and do a new food shop. Oh, this is not a good day. It was going so well. But the soup's going down well. I had 2 squeakers right now. Is it yummy? Mmm. We demolished that. Is it good? Stole the last chip. Rude. Good boy.
Squeak. Squeak. Squeak.
Oh, weak. Daddy, you're weak.
Squeak.
Thank you, world, for making vegan ice cream and chocolate sauce. So we managed to salvage most of the food that got ruined. Liam has cooked a lot of chicken. There's some more in the fridge for tomorrow, because there was some that actually wasn't completely defrosted all the way through, so we're going to cook that tomorrow. We also managed to salvage my Linda McCartney sausage plats and the sausages, so they're cooked. There's also some chicken in the slow cooker. This is what's left of the soup that I made. Enough to last a lifetime. And Liam's just putting Scout down, so it's 5 to 8. I'm going to feed the animals in a moment, but I have really bad heartburn, so hence the ice cream, because I couldn't get through anything. It's really good. And it's all mine. Now I just couldn't really handle it. I had a bit of a mummy meltdown last night.